The medium, the nerd, and the stolen soul. The sun dipped below the horizon, casting long, jagged shadows across the path to the hill. Momo sprinted up the stone steps, her breath coming in sharp gasps. Behind her, Okarun stumbled, his body twitching with an energy that wasn't his own. The Turbo Granny's curse was clawing at his insides, threatening to unravel his very soul before they could reach sanctuary. They reached the summit, where the old shrine stood silent and imposing. Momo didn't knock. She pounded on the heavy wooden doors with both fists. "Grandmother? Seiko, open up!" she screamed. Beside her, Okarun collapsed to his knees, his shadow stretching out in unnatural, distorted shapes that seemed to dance independently of his movements. The door slid open with a sharp creak. Seiko Ayase stood there, looking more like a rock star than a traditional medium, with her sharp gaze and effortless cool. She took one look at Okarun's convulsing form and the desperate look in Momo's eyes. She didn't ask questions. She simply stepped aside, her expression hardening into one of professional focus. Inside the candlelit hall, Seiko moved with practiced grace. She forced Okarun into a sitting position and began chanting under her breath. As she pressed a glowing paper talisman to his forehead, the air around them grew heavy. The curse of the Turbo Granny hissed, a dark mist rising from Okarun's skin, fighting against Seiko's spiritual authority. Suddenly, the roof of the shrine groaned. A hum, rhythmic and mechanical, drowned out the chanting. Momo and Okarun looked up as the ceiling seemed to become translucent. High above, a sleek, geometric craft hovered, pulsing with a sickly green light. The Serpoians had arrived, their long-range scanners having tracked the surge of spiritual energy. "Not today," Seiko hissed, standing up and reaching into her sleeve. She stepped out onto the porch just as a lanky, pale figure descended from the craft on a pillar of light. The Serpoian moved with eerie, fluid motions, its oversized head tilting as it calculated the threat. Seiko didn't hesitate, hurling a handful of purified salt that flared like miniature stars. Momo felt a surge of protective rage. If the aliens took Okarun now, his soul would be lost to their experiments forever. She charged past her grandmother, her own latent psychic abilities flaring. She leapt into the air, her hand outstretched as she attempted to crush the aliens' technology with the sheer weight of her will. Okarun tried to stand, but the curse took the opportunity to surge. His teeth sharpened, and his eyes turned a piercing, hollow yellow. He wasn't himself, but the instinct to protect Momo remained. He lunged forward, moving faster than the eye could follow, placing himself between Momo and a second alien that had appeared from the shadows. Seiko saw the window of opportunity. While the Serpoians were distracted by the duo's ferocity, she slammed her palms against the floorboards. A massive spiritual barrier erupted, a wall of blue fire that sent the aliens reeling back toward their ship. In the same breath, she turned her focus back to Okarun, slapping a final, binding seal onto his back to lock the curse in place. The UFO retreated into the clouds, the hum fading into the distance. Silence returned to the shrine, broken only by the heavy breathing of the trio. Okarun's features softened as he returned to his human self. Though he remained weak, Seiko looked at Momo and nodded. "The aliens are gone for now," she said. "But that curse is still rooted deep. Tomorrow, the real training begins."